So Shabbat Shalom, everybody. So you know, when you become a parent, you begin to realize that your entire life is one big negotiation. You have children? I see. Okay. There are contracts with your children, stipulations laid out. If child finishes their vegetables, parent will provide a suitable dessert. So how many of us in this room are parents? Okay. So you know the struggle, don't you? You understand the constant back and forth, the give and take. Okay, guys, time to go to bed. Oh, just 5 more minutes, please. You know, it's getting really late. Please, 3 more minutes. 2 more minutes. 1 more minute. Just give me 1 more minute. Okay, it's time to take a shower. Oh, but I took one yesterday. Can't I just skip it? And children, children are savvy. They know how to get you to sign that contract. They know how to get you to put your name at the bottom without you even having read it. They sense weakness and fear. Their eyes cut through you, penetrating your soul. And then they march victoriously with that sheepish grin. Do you know what I'm talking about? As if to say, I did it. I knew it. I knew I'd have that ice cream without finishing my dinner. I knew they'd let me watch TV even if I didn't clean my room. I knew they'd buy me that toy even if I didn't do my homework. And of course, I say all of this lightheartedly. But the truth is, as a Jewish people, we've had to negotiate our entire existence. We've had to negotiate peace. We've had to negotiate land. We've negotiated the terms of our salvation, redemption. We've negotiated with God. We've negotiated with kings. We've negotiated with rulers. We've negotiated with everyone. So perhaps it's fitting that the reading of Parshat Dvarim and the holiday of Tisha B'Av coincide. First, in the book of Dvarim, Moses delivers an impassioned sermon. He summarizes for the Israelites the past 40 years. He reminds them of their communal struggle, of God's promises. Moses goes through this list of grievances his people voiced during their time in the wilderness. But Moses refuses to let that get in the way of his core message, which is, despite all of our troubles, regardless of the trials and the tribulations, no matter what happened to us in the desert, God has promised us this expansive and rich land. God's promised us that our descendants will multiply and be more numerous than the stars in the sky. In essence, Moses tells the people to revisit the contract they made with their Creator. Keep marching forward, he says. Never lose sight of the ultimate goal. Keep your hope alive. The other happenstantial historical moment this coming week is the observance of Tisha B'Av, which Rabbi Botnick alluded to before. The 9th day of the month of Av, in which we adopt customs reflecting communal mourning. You'll see on Wednesday night during Eicha, some of us with decent backs will sit low to the floor. Tisha B'Av commemorates the destruction of the temples in Jerusalem, reminding us that our existence on earth has reached the depths of oblivion more than once. And yet, despite our history, or maybe because of it, we have negotiated a free, democratic state. We've negotiated the freedom to practice our religion. We've negotiated some of the most prolific and transformative deals in history by invention, innovation, life-saving technologies in medicine and science. We've negotiated staying alive because that's what Jews do. At the end of Eicha, the book of Lamentations, which we read on Wednesday night and Thursday morning, we end with the words, Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva. Take us back, Adonai. Take us back to you. That's hope. That's the audacity to believe that things can and will get better. And we are reinforced in that belief by Moses in Parshat Dvarim. Never in the history of our faith has there been a better negotiator than Moses, who advocated for the people time and time again. after they complained, after they kvetched, after they said, we don't want to be here, it'll be better for us in Egypt. They criticized, they lost faith. But Moses' hope for his people never wavered. Moses had every right not to believe the Israelites would ever make it to the Promised Land. Of course, we know that Moses himself was denied entry. So it takes a certain amount of chutzpah and audacity, a feeling deep down in your kishkas to maintain that kind of hope and that kind of optimism. That disposition is not an easy one to carry. But Moses did it until his final breath. In Parshat Varim, Moses is not shy about reminding the Israelites of their inability to stay focused on the mission. Remember, he says, when you complained about not having enough food? Remember when you sulked in your tents? Remember when you flouted God's commandments? And because of you, Adonai is incensed with me too. But you know what? We're going to march on. We're going to keep going. And you are going to go to the Promised Land. That's what a leader does. When the people have had enough, when they've lost faith in themselves, a leader says, hey, hang on a second. You can't quit because I believe in you. I have faith in you. You can do it. I have a hope for you. A hope that has sustained our people for thousands of years. A hope that we've had to negotiate over and over again. A hope that we've fought for. A hope that we've cried over. A hope that's been suppressed so many times. A hope that we've had to renegotiate. But that's what we do. Above all else, our people, our faith, we are negotiators of hope. Shabbat Shalom.